Fielded in the end zone, it's Claiborne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Erickson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Duffy. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bannister. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football, he can make plays, use the big fella.
Now the play fake. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the offense will take over.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Berry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got it up for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front seven.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Giving much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO fired complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Duffy. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor for turning it on.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Berry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Time to take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun 1st half? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Duffy. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The kick is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Pocket breaking down. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Hooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Creates a little room. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot. Deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Finds his man. It's Berry. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Under fire. He's open on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. And he's knocked down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Duffy. They get to him as he throws.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
On the play. Third down coming up.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Fires to the wideout.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has shown little to no mercy today, and they look like they're moving in for the finishing blow.
Going right to work up top. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Weeks. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Martinez. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. It's Knox. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Now this offense is back on the field.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martinez. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass. It's Duffy. Got his man quickly. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On fourth down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Oliver. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff protection again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.